China literally weaponized ordinary table salt to bankrupt the West's trillion-dollar lithium monopoly forever. And this is going to completely change the way you buy tech because lithium is officially becoming obsolete. Imagine spending 10 years of your life and pouring over $2 trillion into buying up rare metal mines in the deepest deserts of South America and Africa. You did this because every single expert on Wall Street told you it was a guaranteed fact. The future belongs to electric cars and green energy grids, and you absolutely cannot build them without lithium. For years, this belief created a massive, gold rush-style scramble. The price of raw lithium skyrocketed over 10 times, hitting an insane peak of $84,000 per metric ton. Western billionaires and mining companies thought they had built an unshakable empire, and that the total downfall of the oil industry was finally here. They believed they held a permanent monopoly over the future of fuel, and that the rest of the world would have to pay whatever price they demanded. But while the West was busy celebrating its apparent victory, a massive trap was quietly snapping shut. Even Elon Musk is sweating now, because Chinese battery giants aren't just trying to play the West's game, they're completely rewriting the rules. They realized that relying on a rare, expensive, and hard-to-find material was a fast track to financial suicide. So, they did something completely radical. They stopped looking for rare metals altogether, and looked at something found in every single kitchen on Earth: ordinary table salt. The moment they figured out how to turn salt into a high-tech battery, the entire lithium market suffered a catastrophic meltdown. The price of lithium instantly plunged by over 85%, crashing down to just $11,000 a ton. This isn't your standard daily market dip. This is the total, permanent destruction of a multi-trillion-dollar financial giant. And the real horror for Western mining companies, the bleeding isn't going to stop anytime soon. If you want to stay up to date with the brutal data driving the global energy wars before the stock markets completely crash, subscribe to the channel right now. To understand why the lithium world is in a state of absolute screaming panic, and why billionaires like Elon Musk are having a total panic attack in their rooms, we need to look at the sheer mechanical nightmare of how a traditional battery is made. Whether you're talking about a premium electric sports car or a massive backup system for an entire city, standard batteries require high-purity minerals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel. The vast majority of these minerals are locked away in politically unstable or brutally harsh regions, like the infamous Lithium Triangle in South America. To get lithium out of the ground, mining companies have to pump millions of gallons of mineral-rich water out of underground lakes and pour them into giant evaporation ponds that stretch for miles across the desert. Then there's the human cost, like the massive controversies surrounding supply chains, exploiting cheap labor and putting lives in danger just to extract these materials. On top of that, the extraction process itself is a logistical disaster. It can take up to 18 months for the sun to evaporate the water enough just to harvest the raw minerals. It consumes billions of gallons of precious water in deserts where local communities are already dying of thirst, triggering massive legal battles and environmental lockdowns. Once you finally harvest the raw material, it has to be loaded onto trucks, transferred to giant container ships, and sent through a highly complex, multi-stage chemical refining process across several continents just to reach battery-grade purity. This long, fragile pipeline creates an ever-increasing price floor below which lithium batteries can simply never drop. It's a slow, expensive, and highly vulnerable system. But now, let's talk about what China's new chemical shortcut is, and how completely terrified the global market has become. Sodium sits directly underneath lithium on the periodic table of elements. For anyone who isn't a science nerd, this means both atoms share an almost identical chemical personality. They carry an electric charge and move back and forth between the positive and negative sides of a battery in the exact same way. The massive, game-changing difference is that lithium makes up a pathetic 0.002% of the Earth's crust, while sodium is the sixth most abundant element on the entire planet. It is over 1,000 times more common. You don't need to fight geopolitical wars, destroy local ecosystems, or wait 18 months for the desert sun to bake an evaporation pond just to get it. You can simply filter it out of ordinary ocean water, or dig it up from the infinite rock salt deposits found in practically every country on Earth. Early experiments with salt batteries faced frustrating roadblocks because sodium atoms are physically larger and heavier than lithium ions. They struggled to fit into standard battery designs, which caused the internal structures to crack and lose power rapidly. Western scientists looked at this limitation and completely gave up on day one, labeling the sodium-ion battery a useless laboratory gimmick that would never work in the real world. China, however, poured billions of dollars into solving the atomic puzzle. Their engineers synthesized a special material known as hard carbon for the negative side of the battery, creating wider atomic pathways that allow the larger sodium ions to slide in and out smoothly without causing any structural damage. But the true genius of the Chinese strategy wasn't just the chemistry, it was how they weaponized their existing factories. If you wanted to build a brand new battery factory from scratch in America or Europe, it would take at least 5 years just to clear environmental permits, pass zoning laws, and set up the precision machinery. China completely bypassed that timeline. Industry titans like BYD and CATL didn't build new factories for their salt batteries. Instead, they designed their sodium-ion chemistry as a pure drop-in solution that runs on the exact same automated printing and winding assembly lines they already use to build standard lithium batteries. By simply altering the chemical formulas of the liquid coatings and reprogramming the computer software on their lines, they turned their pre-existing manufacturing dominance into an instant launchpad for mass production. Even more devastating for the competition is a hidden chemical hack involving copper. Inside a standard lithium battery, the internal components must utilize a thin foil of pure copper to carry the electric current. Copper is an incredibly heavy and expensive commodity that adds thousands of dollars to the production cost of a large battery pack. If you try to use cheaper aluminum, the lithium will chemically alloy with it and completely destroy the battery from the inside out. Because sodium has a completely different electrochemical profile, it doesn't react negatively with aluminum at all. Chinese engineers completely stripped the expensive copper out of their salt batteries, replacing it with ultra-cheap, highly abundant aluminum foils on both sides of the cell. This instantly slashed production costs down to a level that traditional battery manufacturers simply cannot physically survive. But before we talk about the mind-blowing 3-cent lifespan, make sure to subscribe, because what's coming next will shock you. To see exactly how this technology ruins the lithium market, you have to look at a metric called the levelized cost of storage. This is the real-world math that utility companies and giant corporations use to calculate the true cost of a battery. It doesn't just look at the price tag in the store. It calculates the exact cost of every single hour of energy the battery stores and releases over its entire functional lifetime. Standard high-end lithium batteries can reliably handle between 3,000 and 4,500 charge cycles before the internal chemistry degrades so badly that the pack becomes completely useless and has to be replaced. The newly mass-produced Chinese sodium cells completely shatter this lifespan. Because the synthesized hard carbon structures are so stable, these salt batteries can easily endure a massive 15,000 complete charge and discharge cycles before showing any real signs of decay. When you take a manufacturing cost flaw that is 50% cheaper than lithium and stretch that microscopic price tag over a 15,000 cycle lifetime, the actual cost of energy storage crashes to just 3 cents per kilowatt hour. For context, running a traditional lithium facility costs closer to 12 to 15 cents per kilowatt hour over its lifespan. At a 3-cent baseline, traditional energy storage is no longer competitive. It makes running a green energy network structurally cheaper than burning coal or natural gas, turning the entire global utility market completely upside down. But here is the thing. For a long time, critics of the salt battery pointed out a major physical trade-off: energy density. Sodium batteries operate at roughly 160 to 175 watt-hours per kilogram, while premium lithium cells can push past 250. This means a salt battery pack will always be physically larger and heavier than a lithium pack of the same capacity. Because of this, it won't be powering long-range luxury sports cars or electric aircraft anytime soon. But the smart designers in China realized it doesn't really need to. This technology was built to absolutely conquer the bottom 70% of the global transport market, the everyday commuter cars, city buses, and commercial delivery fleets. where low cost and durability matter way more than shaving a few pounds off the frame. But here is where things get even crazier. Look at what happens in freezing weather. Traditional lithium batteries have a massive, well-documented winter vulnerability. When the temperature drops below freezing, the liquid electrolyte inside a lithium cell turns thick and sluggish. The lithium ions struggle to swim through the fluid, causing electric cars to instantly lose up to 40% of their driving range during a winter freeze. And it all happens while making it nearly impossible for the battery to accept a fast charge. The new data coming out of China's sodium production lines has completely vaporized this winter flaw. Because of the unique atomic spacing of hard carbon and advanced cold weather fluids, these salt batteries retain an astonishing 90% of their total energy capacity at minus 30 degrees Celsius, and can safely operate all the way down to a freezing minus 40. That is huge. Beyond the cold weather performance, the safety profile of sodium ion is massively superior to lithium. If you follow the news, you know that premium lithium-ion batteries are constantly walking a dangerous chemical tightrope, with electric cars from China to America making headlines for exploding. If a lithium cell suffers a minor manufacturing defect, an internal short circuit, or severe physical trauma from an accident, it can trigger a catastrophic chain reaction known as thermal runaway. Salt batteries completely eliminate this terrifying nightmare. The structural chemistry inside a sodium cell is inherently stable up to 450 degrees Celsius. You can drive a steel nail straight into the center of a fully charged sodium battery, and it will remain completely stable. There won't be any smoke, and there won't be any sparks. The mass production of the 3-cent salt battery means that clean energy has officially entered the exact same hyper-deflationary cost curve that previously transformed silicon microchips, flat-screen televisions, and commercial drones. When a critical piece of technology successfully transitions from a scarce, geologically restricted mineral to a virtually infinite, universally accessible global resource, industrial scaling becomes completely unstoppable. Prices fall predictably and permanently over time. We're already seeing entry-level urban commuter cars hitting the streets of developing nations at price points that are completely unmatched by any Western manufacturer. Sodium-ion technology completely decentralizes international energy security, because any country with a basic salt mine or access to a coastline can cleanly source raw materials without having to import them from thousands of miles away. When the baseline cost of energy storage permanently drops down to pennies, who stands to lose the most? The massive, carbon-heavy oil conglomerates, the speculative lithium mining cartels, or the legacy utility monopolies that rely on engineered power scarcity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure you are subscribed so you never miss our weekly, deeply technical breakdowns of the global industrial landscape.